Guys, friendly reminder, hackers are getting more sophisticated every year, and if you're not careful, they're going to make your life miserable. Are you doing everything you can to protect yourself online? I've been a NordVPN customer long before they were a sponsor of this show. Their software allows me to safely browse the internet without being traced. But NordVPN is now more than just a VPN. They just introduced threat protection, giving you even more comprehensive security against cyber threats. It blocks trackers, intrusive and malicious ads, and steers you away from harmful websites and files. Enjoy a cleaner, safer, and more private internet. Their advanced encryption still hides your location, encrypts all the data, whether you're sending or receiving, and one account can secure 6 devices. Try NordVPN risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to nordvpn.com/Sonnen or use the code Sonnen to get a 2-year plan plus 4 months free. That's nordvpn.com/Sonnen or click on the link in the description to get this special deal. Jake Paul versus Anderson Silva. Guys, what do you want to do? I'm going to put myself over here just for a minute if you're one of the 2 loyal fans, and you'll know this, but we talked about this yesterday. We just talked about, okay, look, here's what Jake Paul did. I'm getting quick walk down memory lane back 24 hours ago. Jake Paul had put out a statement. I don't like it. He said, I'm going to fight in October. He gave a very specific date. He said, I've inked, that was his word, I've inked a boxer. He's a pro with a winning record. Didn't tell us who it was. Now, when I say I don't like it, I want everything at once. I just want everything at once. This is the second time I've ever seen this done. Both were done by Jake. First was done at Madison Square Garden, where it turns out he's going to fight Will Fleury. But he didn't tell us. And I think he didn't tell us not for a big reveal. I don't think he had it done yet. And that's okay, but you see how that ended. The other side is he was doing it this time ago. I don't think he's got this done yet. Now, I was wrong, and I told you this in the piece. I told you in the piece, unless he has Anderson Silva. I told you very specifically, you can't keep a secret in this business. You can telephone, telegraph, or tell a fighter. The word will get out. And if you're going to take somebody from the boxing community, you're going to change that person's life, they got to tell somebody. I mean, it could be mom. It could be the sweetheart. You got to tell somebody, right? That's an exciting day. I'm going to be a millionaire. By the way, in 45 days. I mean, wow. And then I even said, unless the opponent's Anderson Silva. But the reason for that is Anderson knows that game. Anderson has grown up through the Ultimate Fighting Championship, understanding the importance of keeping your mouth shut until the right moment. And Anderson's had massive fights. And Anderson has millions of dollars. I mean, it's one of those things where it wouldn't be something that he would just have to tell. And I told that to you, and I will admit that I went as far as to say I don't think it's Anderson Silva. The reason I didn't think it was Anderson Silva is I don't know that I believe that Jake was willing to do the veteran athlete. Jake has made it very clear that your opinion of him matters. He listens to what you say. And I thought just in that vein, now there's exceptions to that, my goodness. If he wanted to, he'd go even further. He wants to get in there with Iron Mike Tyson. We're not going to question that. Right? You want to go in there with Iron? I don't care if he's 56 years old. Go, yeah, okay. And I think that Anderson falls into that same category. I think that Jake Paul deserves a lot of credit. I really do. He is proving himself. Signing the contract to fight Anderson Silva, it puts you in a different category. It really does. It puts you in a different category of courage and what you're willing to do. And Jake does not have enough experience to go and step in there with a multi-time world champion. Do you believe Jake Paul? Is he 24? He was, but this experiment started a while ago. Is he 26? Okay. Do you believe he has the experience, just the time in the ring, just enough time competing to be in a locker room with a sold-out arena a number of feet away, cameras coming from all over the world, and a ring sitting there waiting for you? I mean, this is a massive thing just to be able to go out there and do it. Do you think he has the experience and the time with 4 times in the ring, twice against MMA guys, once against a slam dunk champion, and once against what I believe was a boxer. I apologize, a rapper. Do you think he has what it takes to do that and protect himself at all times against Rich Franklin? Do you think that Jake Paul has what it takes to sit in the back, wait till the end of the night, have a sold-out arena, and put everything, including your body, health, and reputation, on the line against Chris Lieben? Do you think he has what it takes to go right now toe-to-toe with Forrest Griffin? It's an interesting question, because what he's going to go and do is a proven step above everything that I just gave you. A proven and meaningful step above. I just think he deserves credit for that, right? He wants to be recognized. This is important for him. We didn't know that. None of us knew that, and none of us believed it. And I don't think Big Brother Logan I think Big Brother Logan wants to have fun. I think he enjoys this. I saw Big Brother Logan get knocked. I mean, just to tell, these are tough guys. You guys don't like to admit they're tough guys. I saw Big Brother Logan fight and get knocked out and have a smile on his face as he fell to the ground with Paulo Costa. For nothing. For a workout and the experience and to see how we could do. And I'm okay if that's what Jake wanted to do too. I just really feel that Jake has proven to us in no uncertain terms that's not what he's here to do. He is here to compete, and I would like to hear from Jake what that comes from. Did he have some love of boxing? He's been in front of you guys for 2 decades now. Did he ever mention that? And a lot of it does stem from something. I just think it would be interesting. I think there's a different way to talk to Jake now. I don't think it's about entertainment and good one-liners and bets with Eddie Hearn. There's something inside of him. And if he is going to be a true competitor, and I feel he just proved that he is. However this fight goes, that's a conversation for another day. I feel that he just proved that he is. People are going to be very quick, particularly if he wins. I mean, it'll be before he gets out of the ring that once again he took on somebody past their prime. They're going to be very quick to do that. But I think if we're to be very fair here, we just got every box checked that we ever needed to. And we're now finding out that we got a competitor on our hands. I'd like to know where it came from. He was a high school wrestler, and he was good. I believe that he was 5th in the state for Ohio. I often get these wrong. You got the brother, right? I often get these wrong, but I believe he was 5th in the state for Ohio. I believe I was told that by AJ Agazar, who knows wrestling, and he's friends with Paul. That might be what this is about. You know, that's what got Kelvin Gastelum as far as he went. That's what got Benson Henderson there. That's why TJ Dillashaw is still fighting today. That's why Uriah Faber got into the sport. Because they didn't reach their goals younger in life. I believe I am a product of that. And it's a very real thing. All the guys I know that were 4-time state champions or an undefeated NCAA champ or a 25-year-old Olympic champ, they all got one thing in common, and only one. They were done. Done by 27. There's nothing wrong with that. They just accomplished their goals. You get your goals, you get the heck out, go move on with your life. But some of these guys don't. I mean, this is coming from somewhere. You don't just go, you don't play boxing, guys. We can understand that, right? You don't play fighting. You don't play with Anderson Silva. You don't play with Anderson Silva for 8 rounds in front of the world with your money on the line, knowing full well that a massive part of this movement is to see you fail. I just think that you really got to give him credit. And I think that he really has to be accepted within this community. Anderson Silva just beat Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. It's unbelievable. Truly. Dana White went as far, and this is recently, this is after Dana White released Anderson. He is never going to make a dollar or do business with Anderson again. And Dana White referred to Anderson as the greatest combat athlete of all time. Jake didn't go in there with him. It is one of these things where the funny guy, and he wears the weird outfit, and he's throwing money around. He booked this match. You know how many guys I know that are promoters? Probably 7 or 8. I'm talking about small and regional things and even stuff right around here in Portland. How many of those guys have put themselves on their own card? All of them. Oh, by the way, they put themselves as the main event. Oh, and by the way, they brought in a tomato can to squash. They're writing the checks. It's their money. They're going to do it. They're going to put themselves over. That probably makes a level of sense. Jake's writing the check to bring in a guy. Okay. Who's taking out more men than smallpox. I mean, this is a massive problem, and he's the one doing it, and he's going to pay him to come in and show up to feed a part of the world that wants to see a young man fail. But that young man has a little boy inside him somewhere that had a dream. I don't know what it is. I think I'm close. I think it does tie back to his wrestling days. I think he took wrestling more serious than he's let people know. I don't think he loved not being in the finals within Ohio many years ago. I think that's compelling. I think that's interesting. I think that's the way we would talk to an athlete. I think that's the way we would talk to Serena Williams if we had her right now. What has driven you? Why are you still here? I think that's how we would talk to Jordan Burroughs and Simone Biles, the best of the best. I think it's time to start talking to Jake Paul different.